In a shifting market, I help my clients make over $20,000 more. If you want to be a master negotiator, listen to this episode and check it out.
Hey, make sure you check us out at the realestateandchillpodcast.com. Buy your real estate merch now. Real estate merch with swag. A brand for hustlers only. Let's go!
It's always good to work with somebody who has experience. I'll give you an example. I have a property, not going to say where, but I listed it at 489 for a reason. The comps in that area, they're all pulling around 500 to 520, right? Okay. Now that we're in a shift, people will come in offering over ask still, anywhere from like 10,000 to like 15,000 over ask. But then we hit like a brick wall basically where it started to go like stale because those deals fell apart for whatever reason. It wasn't anything about the house. It was just the buyers were like, all right, you know, the rates have changed and the monthly payment was a little bit higher than what they expected. Now, we're sitting on the market, not much activity going on. Usually when you have a house on the market, people like agents say, all right, you know what? We spent this much time in the market. Let's reduce the price. We have to do something different to bring in new traffic. I told the seller, look, the comps are there. Like this house was fully renovated. Like you've been to it. It's the house that you met me at the open house.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Fully renovated. It looks like a house straight out of like an HGTV magazine. Like something you see on TV. So I told her, I said, look, let's raise the price. Let's raise the price. We're at 489. Most people will come in and say, no, let's reduce the price because, you know, we're not getting that much activity. The deals that we had on the table fell apart. Let's reduce the price and do something different. And I know that that's not what she was going to want to hear, right? So I said, you know what? I'm thinking outside the box. Let's raise the price. Why make it even cheaper? Because you're going to lose on so much money. The numbers are there. The comps are right there. The house next door literally sold for $505. The house behind you sold for $500,000. The house down the block sold for $520,000. So the comps are there. But again, now in this normal market, you have to have patience. Because if you don't have patience and you're stuck in the mindset of, oh, my house isn't selling like the houses were in a year ago, 2 years ago, you're going to leave a lot of money on the table. Correct me if I'm wrong. A lot of houses right now are pricing for more than the purchase price. Why?
I just got an appraisal back last week. It was, what, $22,000 over.
Exactly. But why though? Why? Because people are not being patient. They still have that mindset of, my house is not selling fast. My house is not selling fast. No, you're just not being patient because this is a regular market. Yeah. There were so many open houses that I did in the beginning of my career that I was just sitting there, you know, reading up on stuff, getting educated. Like maybe like 2 or 3 people stop by, and that was like normal. Yeah. Right now that we're normalizing, it's a completely different market. But going back to what I was saying, instead of reducing the price, I knew the comps and I was confident. Like, no, I can definitely secure you what we're looking to get. I said, let's raise the price. We went from $489 to $499. Now, this house on Zillow had over 1,000 views, a little over 100 saves. So when you save a home on Zillow, you get all the notifications on Zillow, right? So let's say you save a house, it's at 49. You're going to get that email saying the price just went up to 499. And instantly in the buyer's mind, be like, wait, out of all these houses that are going down, this is the only house that's raised their price. Why? It's going to make you curious. It's going to make you be like, all right, you know what? I'm going to go check the house out if they haven't seen it yet. Yeah. And then once you get them in the door, it's like, oh my gosh, like, of course the house went up.
Makes sense now.
Yeah, it makes sense. So all the agents that were trying to negotiate me lower on the price, I would always send them all the comps. Like, yo, this just sold for 505, 500,000, 520. Long story short, the plan that I put into effect worked. Instead of going down on the price, we actually got over 20,000 over the asking price.
Wow.
So we locked in for a higher number than all the other offers that we had on the table. We locked in for a higher offer than she was even expecting. And she was just mind blown because she was like, out of all the agents that I've ever spoken to, have worked with in the past, you were the only agent that said, don't reduce the price, instead raise the price.
I feel like that's just an interesting situation that you have to just see the full picture for. Like, and that's why it's important to work with somebody with experience who has the knowledge of what they're doing, because in that situation, you saw an opportunity, you took advantage of it, and it worked out for the best because of your experience in the past.
Thinking outside the box is always going to present you with more opportunities because this is a real estate investor, right? Real estate investors, for those who don't know, you help them buy the property, you make money on one side, you sell that property, you make money on the other side. If you get a buyer for that same property once it's renovated, that's 3 deals in one.
Yeah.
And this is a continuing flow. You continue to work with them, continue to help them buy properties, you're continuing to make money. Yeah. Like it's a never ending wheel if you just provide your expertise, your guidance, and show them that you're worth, working with.
Hey, make sure you check us out at the realestateandchillpodcast.com. Buy your real estate merch now. Real estate merch with swag, a brand for hustlers only. Let's go!
This is why it's extremely important to work with somebody who's just, a master in negotiations. And, my team and I have one of my team members here, Ernest Brown. We have over 200 transactions under our belt. Experience is always going to help you in any market, right? You don't really have to worry about if the market changes, because once you have a book of business, you have a book of business no matter what.
Right. I think that it's important to just know how to go with the market, right? And just know how to do your business. There's certain things that you're going to be able to do that, since you have the experience to get a lot of these things done, like we're going to know how to move different. Like we're going to know, like just your example right there, you were able to get somebody higher price on their house. Like not everyone's going to be able to do that. Not everyone's going to have the experience or the knowledge about the market to know, like, if I do this, it leads to this reaction. If I do this, it leads to this reaction. I'm not going to lie, most real estate agents in that situation would just lower the price.
100%, because they're like, oh, I need to get rid of this house. Again, people are still not just people, not just sellers and buyers, but some agents too are still stuck in the mindset of this house isn't selling quickly enough, or some agents may not be in a financial position where they have money coming in, so they want a quick closing, but not realizing that quick closing may affect your seller or your buyer significantly.
That's another thing. Like a lot of people look at the checks, but they don't look at the people behind it. The way to grow business effectively and just, get the referral business that we rely on, right, is to take care of the client first. Take care of the person who you're working with first. Make sure that everything with them is okay, and then you'll get the business continuing after that. Like, it's not about, just getting a check at the end of the closing. If you're doing that, you're looking short-sighted, right? Because you want to make sure that you get business forever. I tell every single client I work with on the first phone call, like, I don't want this to be our only transaction together. I want to be your lender for life. And I tell everybody this, and that gives them a level of trust with me where they know, like, listen, this is not where our road stops. It's not just going to stop here. It's going to continue forever. You have an investor who's doing multiple deals with you, right? You're getting those deals because of how you're treating them and how you're being responsible and how your expertise is helping them. You're looking at them first and the money second. That's how it has to be.
Yeah, you don't want to be a transactional agent, right? Where you're just so focused on transactions, you're not building relationships, because that's how you make money in this business, is just build relationships, spend as much time with your clients, educate them, and guide them in the best possible way.
Look at the people first. Always. Look at the people. Do what you're supposed to do first. The money will follow. Perfect your craft. Learn everything. Get everything done that needs to get done. Don't cut any corners. Don't do anything like that. Take care of the client. Make sure that they're good, and the money will follow.
100%. So if you need financing, who do you contact, Jimmy?
Contact me, Finance by James by Instagram. And if you need a home,
if you're looking to invest, looking to buy, looking to sell, give me a call or shoot me a DM, shoot me a text. All social media platforms, Kevin Sold My Home. That's the recent episode of the Real Estate and Chill podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Hold on. Make sure to get your Real Estate Hustle hoodie online, link down below. Make sure to show everybody what you're about. We got a few new designs dropping soon, so make sure to check those out. And yeah, anything else?
Peace. Signing out.
We will see you next time.
Thank you for tuning in to the Real Estate and Chill podcast with James Chaudhry and Kevin Iglesias. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, share this with your friends, your enemies, your mother-in-law. No, seriously, this podcast is so fucking good, you might want to tell your ex.